I am erpolley at erpolley.com, and this is the Mated Podcast, where I'm going to take a podcast format audio, a story, and I'm going to animate it. So let's make this happen. Bangarang. Alright. So, I was 15, so if my math was right, this was about 2,000 years ago. I was in a band called Public Exile with two of my friends. We were a garage band. So let me ask you, what does it take to get your band to play on stage? Well, first you send an email to the club, and then you are done. So I went ahead and booked a show for our band. It was our first show. It was in Portland, Oregon, a place called Paris Theater, which I think they're closed down now, but they wanted us to sell an unreasonable amount of tickets, but that's a story for another day. But this was going to be, this was my first time on stage. This was a big deal because I was in the music business, baby. I remember getting a ride from my father, which is who I lived with at the time. At some point while we were driving in Portland, we got pulled over due to a little erratic driving. But that's another thing I will talk about in another video. Luckily, we had a truck full of music equipment, so the cops shot us all dead. No, he let us go. We arrived and we unloaded our gear. When we went up to meet up with the owner, we were led up a long stairwell that ended at a door to a very small room with a desk. That's it. Behind the desk sat a short, round, smoking man who asked how many tickets we sold. Seriously, it felt like it was straight out of a movie. After giving him the leftover tickets and the money, he told us that our band was playing first. Which, in the music industry, that's bad. But at the time, I was stoked. I didn't care about anything except for getting on that stage. I remember while we were setting up our gear, I walked on stage to do the sound check. The curtain was still down, covering the stage, and I approached the mic, and I was like, "Hello!" A burst of laughter over the crowd as I'm just waiting behind the curtain. It's like, oh no. Then I let it sit, just like I did here. Awkward. That's my specialty. What a great start. But to be honest, from here, the show went great. We played, they laughed, they cried. It was okay. I do remember going over to my buddy Matt's house after, and we partied like we were in the Whalers, man. Boom, baby! That's your happy ending right there.